Welcome back to an all-new Captain's Quadrant with your host with the most, Jason Roy Gaston. We are so excited to have you with us here to talk the wonderful world of Star Trek. Jason, how are you? What's going on?
I am great. I am wonderful. And for those of you at home today, Joe and I are going to be pretending to be a married couple.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh man, this was a fun episode. We're gonna do a quick hello to our friends because we got a bunch of friends before we fire at will. So we'll take care of that now. I just almost lost the button. What a fun episode. This was a couple of things. Love the memorial scene where Ferengi in the background is moseying, lost so much income, and Bloyman just ends up watching 8 hours of Ferengi TV. We got our buddy Aaron Sugar going, Moopsie. We got to have the Moopsies, and Moopsie. We'll get into the other comment later. I'm going to start that. And the Chief is here. Hello, Chief. And I'm sure Cosmic Mom's on her way in, or she's in the background. But there is a lot of fun to be had. So let us hop into the synopsis. Jason, if you please, sir. Oh, by the way, I'm your co-host, Joe Dove. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Go for it, Jason.
Parth Ferengi's heart place. The Cerritos visits the Ferengi homeworld.
Well said. Well said.
Oh, a bit more sinister than what the episode was, but you know.
Yeah. I felt.
I have to address something though. I want everybody to know who's watching us on YouTube right now that I have not had a stroke and I'm not drunk. I actually have a jaw infection right now. So I have one side of my face that's really tight. And I'm kind of slurring my speech a little bit. Please don't start online rumors, but if you are going to start some online rumors, at least make them juicy.
Yeah, make them real juicy.
Something more than, I hear Jason Roy Gaston had a stroke. He was drunk on the Captain's Quadrant.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk on the Captain's Quadrant yet.
See, he's drinking regulars. Actually, zero sugar Sprite, so he definitely no drinking anything that will cause him to be some type of.
I'm gonna save that for the agony booth.
yeah. When we have some winners on that wheel, man. Yeah. Let us hop into First Contact. Thanks. Since you're so dedicated and here working through a jaw injury, I'll go first, and then I'll let you go and you can rest up for your First Contact. I thought this was a very fun episode. I adored having some voices from the past from my favorite Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. I thought that was fantastic to have those fellas back and lady. And I really thought that this was a bringing together of the crew, a closeness, and the journey of growth for them. And I absolutely loved it. And what about you?
I have been wanting to see Rom as Grand Nagus forever. I've been hoping against hope that he would show up in a movie or in Star Trek Picard, and he never did. And finally, we got Rom as Grand Nagus, and it was everything I hoped it would be. Lita was everything I hoped she would be. The episode was a lot of fun, but I do have one minor quibble.
Oh, we'll get into that in the next section. And since you have the quibble and you brought it up, let's hop into sometimes it may be.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I still laugh at that, even when I'm listening to this, because I listen to our own podcast. You have a good voice, and I like hearing it, and I have a good voice, and my wife likes hearing it. So I figured I'd play it and try to swoon people. Doesn't work all the time, but anyway.
I know the people will get into my car and I'll turn on the podcast and what is this? Who are these people? I don't know who they are, but that one guy sounds really cool. Dad, shut it off.
Fantastic. All right. Give us your pros and cons.
Okay, so my pros, as I said, Max Grodenchik coming back as Grand Nagus. Rom and oh my gosh, I've forgotten the actress's name, Masterson.
Chase Masters.
Chase Masterson. Thank
He's going
you.
to be a Trek Long Island with us next year.
Yes, it is always wonderful to hear her come back. And not only were they back, they were a power couple. And I'm
So dope.
all about Rom and Lita being a power couple because as an audience member, we knew what they were up to the entire time. I think the fun was just the Admiral getting completely hornswoggled by them. And I will also say I am appreciating the return of competent Captain Freeman because not only was she competent in this episode, she knew from the very beginning what was going on. She just wasn't being listened to. I want to see more of this Captain Freeman. I want to see a Captain Freeman who deserves to be in charge of the Cerritos and not the idiot who goes on a holodeck with a big dangerous alien to play Mark Twain because two junior grades told her to.
Yeah.
Everything on the Ferengi homeworld was awesome. I really like Mariner's Ferengi friend. I never thought we'd ever see him again, but I want to know more about him. I want to know what this friendship is between them because it seemed like a really great platonic friendship between these two.
Yeah.
Tindy and Rutherford were cute. I love this episode because you know that it both I've lost the word. I promise I'm not drunk. I promise I'm not drunk. It both excited and disappointed the Rutherford Tindy shippers.
Tinderford?
The Tinderford shippers just completely, crashed and burned during this episode, and I thought it was great. To shout out to the Star Trek experience. Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Star Trek experience. Your beauty was taken from this earth way too soon. And finally, Boimler watching TV was great. My cons.
Oh, yeah, that's what
I just have one major con, and it was just a theme throughout the entire episode. Are we still doing this with Mariner? Are we still doing this? Are we still doing the you don't have to self-sacrifice? You're right, I don't have to self-sacrifice. Next episode, I'm self-sacrificing.
Yeah.
I don't get why we're still doing this. I hope there is some kind of narrative reason coming up in the future, but for right now, whenever she started her crap again, I just rolled my eyes and thought we're still doing this.
Yeah,
it's kind of old at this point.
I had a different set of cons, but now that you've brought that up, it's kind of like, oh yeah, they're regurgitating her old ways, and she's kind of going back into the swing of
course, Jason's right.
If you're not right, you're wrong, right? Is that
right?
Something like that.
If you don't agree, you're wrong.
Don't agree, you're wrong. I'm glad you said it right. Yeah, I fumble with my words sometimes, but
I lost an entire sentence a while ago. I ain't judging nothing.
But my pros, of course, with you is the great return of Chase Masterson, Ron Grodenchik. I really enjoyed seeing Ferenginar. I don't think we got to see most Ferenginar before. We did whenever Quark goes home to visit his mom, we saw Ferenginar, but not like that because it was
not to this extent. No, we've never seen it at this scope before.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like
it was.
I was expecting like the way it started out, and we got to see. We got a new theory about that. We'll get into that at Fire at Will, but we got to see that dreaded ship come and obliterate everybody again.
Yeah, Peanut Hamper and Badgie and Agamus all join forces. Yes.
Yeah, really hope that. But I really thought that the Ferengi Alliance was turning a new leaf, and they weren't in the whole profit share and conquest of finances mindset anymore. I thought it was going to be more like a type of
hospitality.
Yeah.
Hospitality.
I didn't think it would be so profit oriented, but here we go. It popped back up into the good old classic Ferengi with the rules of acquisition. Like nothing had changed. Just minor things is like they don't sell weapons anymore. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty different.
That's change. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a small changes. You can't throw out the baby with the bathwater,
No.
So I really enjoyed those things. I really enjoyed seeing the Vancouver class, and you knew the name of the ship. It was called the
Toronto.
Yes. So all of Canada gets this cool, like as we talked about before we came on, gets this cool update in the Reliant-esque class, and I think it's fabulous. I absolutely love the design of the ship. and I'm hoping to see more of it. And it'll be dope if we can get a live action version of it. I'd love to see like a.
I still want to see a live action version of the Cerritos. That was something I was checking every background scene of Picard for, was a live action California class, and we never saw it.
No, but that makes a lot of sense because we had that huge fight at the end with the was basically the fleet versus the space station. The space station held up really well.
Well, it's space dock. It's got to.
I
mean, that's like Earth's last line of defense, so it's got to be tough and hardy.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can't put Joe Dove out in front of you. Be like, oh, pew, pew, pew. Oh no. So and I'm like, I'm the captain. No, you're not. So
oh no, wiring the entire fleet together to act like the Borg, and they turned into the Borg? Who could have predicted this? Yeah. Oh, that's right. I should have. I'm Elizabeth Gilbey.
Yeah. I spent my whole career fighting the Borg. So I became it. But with Lower Decks, I really enjoyed the Tandy Rutherford, so Tanderford relationship.
Rutherford. I don't know what we're going to call it.
Hey, what do you guys call it? Let us know in the comments. We'll bring it up.
Rundy. I like Rundy.
Rundy's fun.
Yeah.
It's like
Rundy. Yeah. Rundy smash.
But I really appreciated the end of, oh God, it was so weird pretending we were a couple. And then they're like, all right, let's go in the converter bank. And he picks her up like a married couple and then puts her in there and he gets on top of her. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
It's snug. Yeah, I know.
I was like, what? Oh, hold on.
That is the most platonic of platonic friendships. And I really like the way that Ransom put it, that this is the horniest ship in the fleet with no married couples.
Yeah. And I really appreciated that that marriage video game type of situation, like game show marriage in the Ferengi hotel. I thought that was a lot of fun.
That was incredible. I just loved it.
It's so cool. I really appreciated that. My only con was this one little thing. We've got this big arc with this villain, and we're no closer to finding out anything but one thing, and that somehow this Ferengi is connected to that.
Yes.
So that kind of bugs me because it's like, oh, are you kidding me? The Ferengi are behind it?
I don't think they're behind it. I think they were just kind of duped by them.
You think that that ship, that guy knew about that ship doing those things and just kind of expected it to pop up?
I think that he knew the ship was behind it, but I think that he thought he made a deal with it and was going to get some kind of I don't know, profit out of it, and then nope.
Jeez. Okay, that's cool. And another pro, actually, one of the things I forgot to mention back at that wedding scene was when they were chasing down Tanderford. They had the Ferengi with the classic TNG electric whip.
Yes, I did notice that.
A great Easter egg, and
showed up at the end of the episode too. Whenever they had to drag Boimler out of the hotel room.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I thought that was amazing. I was like, oh, it was such a great callback. And by far one of the favorite things of this episode for me. But as back into the cons column, even though I jump around like a madman, which is just kind of how I am. I think Jace, our good buddy, once called me Gung Ho Joe. I think that's a very good nickname for me. Yeah, let's do it. It's like, whoa, take it easy. Let's read the fine print. No, let's sign it. So, but yeah, the whole back and forth with the Federation treaty and them not actually becoming members of the Alliance because they're never going to get the Klingons to join the Federation. That was the plan, the stipulation. I was like, oh, really? Like, they're not going to actually join. They're just going to be on an outpost. That kind of sucks. I wanted to see where like Ferengi could bring into the Federation. Are we going to get like those really neat curves and dope disruptors? So what upgrades would they bring?
Well,
here we go.
In Star Trek Picard Season 2, which takes place about 20 years after Lower Decks, as Picard is giving his speech in the first and only good episode of the season. Sorry, it's true. If you look at all of the flags behind him that represent members of the Federation, you see the Ferengi flag.
Oh, wow.
You also see the Bajoran flag. So by that point, the Bajorans and the Ferengi have joined the.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, what a great eye. I'm glad you caught that because I vaguely remember what happened in the second season because I remember there was a really dope intro with the Borg.
Oh, it was an incredible episode. I was so excited,
It's
and
good.
by the third episode, I think it was just plopped in the toilet and flushed, and it's like, oh, I have a great grandmother we need to save, and who we will never see. Also, cues in the show a little bit, and he's dying. We don't know why, but he is. Would you like to know why? Too bad.
that pretty much sums up Picard season 2. Yeah, we started off great.
Also, we're getting rid of all the characters we don't need anymore. You, Girardi, you, Cristobal, just go away. What about me? Shut up, Elnor!
Oh no, Space Legolas. Oh,
do I get to be in the third season? He thinks he gets to be in the third season. You get blown up off screen.
Oh man, poor. Wait, did he get blown up? No. Terry Matalas said he wasn't blown up.
I know. I want to see the guy again. I really like him. I did. Yeah. So if they do Star Trek Legacy, I want to see him on the Enterprise G. I think he'd be a good addition.
Yeah. Well, since your other ship got blown to bits, come on the Enterprise G. It'll be great. We've got people, and then but then you think they would have Michelle Hurd's character go back into like odd, pseudomom, and then
I think it would be fun to have a character who had to find that balance, like, yeah, I'm kind of your pseudo mom. At the same time, I'm your commanding officer. Yes, mommy. Don't call me mommy on the bridge. Sorry, mom.
Yes, sir, mom, sir, mommy.
Is daddy coming to visit us? No, we can't afford Patrick Stewart at this time.
Yeah.
Oh, hello? What was that?
Oh,
what have you done? What have you done?
I don't know. We have some
interference on.
We have some major interference that took care of that.
Okay.
Nothing like a little surprise to wake you up. For some reason, I pushed a button on my board.
Never do that. Never do that. Never mess with the presets.
And the presets, I could switch them now. So I'm building stuff up for future use. And it really gave me a wake up. All right. So the other thing that we had this week was the final very short treks. Yeah. I was going to put some music behind it, but I picked the wrong button. I'm sorry about that.
Oh my God.
I lifted some stuff from Jace from the 1 week later show, and I was going to have a jam, but it totally went wrong. Anyway, I thought this was a fun episode. I think, they actually got it right. It wasn't gross. It wasn't something totally ridiculous. And there was some music. We had I'm pretty sure it was actually George Takei, and we had
it was George, right? Yes.
Yeah. So we had George, we had Tindy, and we had Riker, Jonathan Frakes singing. Well, Jonathan was just playing saxophone, but that was pretty dope. What did you think of the short treks this week?
I thought it was fine. I had some very strong opinions about some of these, especially the Booger episode, which I am not a fan of, but I loved Holograms all the way down. That one's still my favorite. This one I thought was fine. I mean, I think finally they were paying homage to the animated Trek, which we were told that's what these are going to be from the very beginning. And really just stylistically, that's all we got. There was only one that took place during the animated era, and it was just not good. This one was
the first one, right?
Yeah, this one was fine. I thought it was a little bit too meta, a little bit too in your face, and honestly kind of, to me, borrowed some elements from the first one with people getting offended at the smallest things.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, and
it's just Dove guy, or
I think that's Scotty.
No, the guy next to him.
Oh no, that's Eric's.
Oh, okay. I thought that was from.
He was at the helmsman. On the animated series, because for some reason they didn't put Chekhov in it.
Oh.
But I thought it was fine. I don't know who voiced Scotty, but they thought they did a pretty good job. The voice of Emrys, I thought, was really good because they really brought a lot of Nichelle Nichols'
Yeah.
voice into it, which, and Eric's was James doing as well. He sounded fine. I mean, he just sounded like this all the time.
Yeah.
James, we need a new voice. Okay, how about this? Okay, great. Now we need a voice of a computer. Okay, how about this? Great. Now we need a voice for a Klingon god. Okay, how about this?
Just everything was that.
Yeah. Not hating on James doing, but not his best work either.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I thought it was fine. I thought the song went on for a little bit too long.
Right.
But
Oh my. Yeah. That.
oh my.
Yeah.
And I thought that I honestly thought that the whole orgy thing, they went a little bit too far with that. I think just saying, yes, you just use it for orgies. They could have just stopped it right there, showed the little quick scene, because that didn't take place in the holodeck, did it? No, it did. It did. It was part of the training. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But whenever he unzipped his pants, I was like, where is this going? I don't like this.
Mommy, find a happy place. We're Space Mom. We're Space Mom.
But yeah, I think that's my highest praise, is that it was okay. It was fine. I want more though. I feel like Data in 10 Forward about, oh, I hate this. It's revolting. More, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Except I want to see live action short treks come back too.
That would be a lot of fun. Well, I mean, they are negotiating SAGs after a strike. Negotiations take place again tomorrow, and apparently will be going through the weekend. So fingers crossed we can get some stuff together and done so that when Disco comes back next year, we can hop right in it like nothing happened. And maybe we'll get a surprise of, hey, we know you guys really like Star Trek Prodigy, so we bequeath upon you Star Trek Prodigy again. Sorry, that would be cool. I really enjoyed Star Trek Prodigy a lot, and I know the second season's done. So I just think it would be, since you have this focus on animation, I just think it would blend in perfectly. And since
they need the content, that's what I don't understand. They need the Star Trek content,
right?
Because they will run out, and we'll go like a year without Star Trek.
Exactly.
Why not give us the 20 some odd episodes of Prodigy to pad it out? I mean, that's almost half a year of content. Why is Paramount being so pig-headed about this? It's so stupid. There must be some kind of behind the scenes feuding going on with Nickelodeon, or something that is just something that we're not privy to, because right now it just seems like Paramount is being morons.
Yeah, let's hop into Fire at Will so we can get all that.
All right,
Fire at Will.
I still love the laughing.
I don't know. I didn't see the transition. I thought that we were just sitting here like, oh no, why is it not playing?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, no, that's why I was looking around like this. I was doing a bit.
Let us go back to our comments. Let's see. There was one I starred. Yes, Aaron Sugar, our good buddy here. I had a similar reaction to the episode as I did the one where Boimler led the away mission. I didn't like Rom acting stupid or Mariner getting into the fight, but I did like their other reasons. Okay, so he agreed with you.
Yeah. I liked Rom acting stupid because, like I said, it was I knew what they were doing. I was like, oh, dumb cop, smart cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chief says Tendi blushing was incredible.
Adorable, yes.
Yeah. Would Orion's blush red though? Ooh.
Have we ever seen Orion blood before?
Aaron, are you still around? Have we ever seen Orion blood, Aaron? Or
I'm just trying to think, and I don't know if we ever have. We might have. Enterprise may have shown some, or I don't know, maybe even Strange New Worlds, maybe even Lower Decks. I don't know. I just don't remember seeing any. Yeah,
it's a great question. Love the evil voice. Okay, cool.
This is the evil voice.
It's the same voice.
It is not the same voice. You don't know what you are saying.
I'm not sure. Okay, so we don't know. We'll have to Google that later. Let's go back.
What color is Orion blood?
Oh, we're gonna ask Sari. Red.
They could have either green blood or orange blood. Black was the most cool. Yeah, so
there you go.
That's memory beta though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, we'll find out. Maybe we'll ask
I'm reading. I'm seeing here. Hold
Okay.
on.
Well, while you're reading, I'll read some more comments. Jason's really getting into the good old JR cosplay. You know this guy personally, right?
The good old JR cosplay. I don't get it.
JR from
Dallas?
Dallas. Yeah.
I don't get it. Is he insulting my happy banana shirt? Because my students love this shirt.
It could be that, or it could be the swollen jaw. It could be either one.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, don't insult the happy banana shirt.
You kind of need save boobs for the agony booth. Yes, definitely will.
I thought you said save the boobs.
no, booze. Rom 2024. Rom Lita 2024.
Hey, you know what? They can't do any worse. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they'd make an amazing president and first lady.
Yeah, I think that's a good couple.
Yeah.
And then Beeble 24. Is that I'm missing that one?
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you illiterate slob.
Wow. You know what? I haven't read that book in years. I just remember 42 really stuck in my head. And then the fact that the dolphins were like, thanks for all the fish. Peace.
Yes.
They were higher beings this whole time. We should have been nicer to them.
Yeah. My cats have been eating mice, so I'm doomed, basically.
Oh, wow. Jeez. I wasn't sure of the class. Okay, so he appreciated the shout out about the ship.
Yes. Great class. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I want to see on the Toronto, the replicators there are like the best poutine.
I've never had that before, but everybody tells me it's delicious.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I am driving through Canada this summer. I'm going to try some, and I will let you know.
Okay. If you end up in Toronto,
give me some poutine,
whatever it is,
and then I'll get slapped and say, "Sir, this is not that type of establishment."
And then you're gonna have to hustle people by like slamming somebody in chest.
Oh yeah. That's gonna happen.
It will. Let's see. Commander J says, "I want one of those portable Genesis." Yeah, that's right. In the beginning, how did we?
Wait a second. Wait. Okay, yeah. Minor quibble. So the Genesis device is in literally Daystrom Station, 20 years in the future, but they have portable ones?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These shows need to work together on continuity because I am offended.
Are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got some names for the lovely couple. We've got Tandy Ferd and then Tendiford. Okay, so it's kind of the same. And then Space Mommy. Okay.
I think that's Lita, Space Mommy.
Yeah, totally. But we got the best cameo in the history of cameos. Kirk Thatcher as the punk on the bus. Oh, yeah.
That was a cute cameo. I will say that. Yeah.
But I felt bad for him. I was like, dude, like 40 years later, you're still doing that.
He's still on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he gets paid like to be on the bus. Like, I'm the guy from Star Trek 3. No, 4.
I'd sit next to him and I'd let him crank that stuff all the way up to 11.
I guess so.
I'm in the future. I just push a button. We'd be better all day. Because I hate you.
I just love that song.
Oh, okay. Is that Sex Pistols?
No, it was actually Kirk Thatcher's song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was his music.
Oh, that's pretty clever. Lucky him. Yeah, he thinks he'll be on the G in the future.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Vincent Thatcher. Oh, I hate you. What? Sorry, I just really love this song.
No, he's talking about Space Legolas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I want Kirk Thatcher on the Enterprise G instead of Legolas. They can both be on there. They can be bunkmates.
There you go.
No, he can be like that. I don't know what show that was, but there was a show where there was a guy in a towel all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd walk through scenes wearing a towel. And by the end of the episode, everybody was like, can you please tell your friend to put on some clothes? I'm sorry. I thought he was your friend.
Oh, wow.
Wait, who knows the guy in the towel? Nobody knew. So that's it. Kirk Thatcher on the Enterprise G. Everybody's just like, yeah, he's a part of the ship. And then the last episode, they're just like, whose friend is he anyway? How did he get here? I thought you brought him here. No, I didn't say anything because I thought we broke the temporal prime directive. I didn't say anything because I thought we broke the temporal prime directive. And it's just the last scene is him walking into the sunlight, I hate you and I be right you.
I think the track writers, now that they're back, need to call you up and get you on board.
I've been saying that for years since.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Butt bugs would have saved the second season.
Oh, you know what? Anything would have saved the second season.
Yes.
For Picard.
Mhm.
Aaron Sugar and this and last week's were the best of the bunch. Makes up for the first few. Were these two last very short treks strong enough to make up for the other ones? Make me forget about boogers?
No.
I didn't think they were. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say again. I think Holograms All the Way Down was the best one, and even it was not like award-winning writing. It was not just the most wonderful thing ever. However, it was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. Seeing all those characters pop up, it was the perfect Trek tribute. But the Booger episode has just stained, pun intended, the entire run of this series.
Oh,
Yeah.
The reason why they got the alien back from the very short treks, just so you remember what we're talking about here, is because Walter Kidden didn't want to go do it.
Really? Because he wrote an episode of it. So was he just not wanting to act, or what's the deal? I don't know. Because he did write an episode of it. Because he hid his name in a in the name of some alien species. They called it a retlaw. And that's it's Walter spelled backwards. I think we did that on the Agony booth.
Yeah, we did talk about that on the Agony booth. Yeah.
Terrible episode.
Yeah.
That was the Infinite Vulcan.
That's right. And they had the giant Spock.
Yes. Yes, because that was in Lower Decks, giant Spock skeleton.
Yeah. And they had that giant Spock in the last episode that we just saw, Very Short Treks. Wasn't he popping up in there?
He probably did.
Everything popped up in there. Memory Alpha has nothing on Orion Blood.
See, we got to cut in Orion. I gotta know.
All right, Tendy, come on over.
Surely one of the Orions bled last year on Discovery or the year before. Because there was like a whole Orion signet. Okay, no. I gotta know. know.
I'm gonna go back and watch Discovery because I know the last season's coming. I'm gonna watch season 4. Now that I can watch it without like skipping. I know that we saw Andorian blood because the Orions kept beating up that one Andorian guy. So.
That poor guy.
Yeah. Good old JR is Jim Ross wrestling announcer. Oh, that's right, because he had Bell's palsy. Yeah. I'm over here aging myself.
I don't watch wrestling. I don't know. If I'm gonna watch a soap opera, it's gonna be like Days of Our Lives or something.
He's got Bell's palsy and looks swollen. Yeah. My grandfather had Bell's palsy. Poutine, French fries with cheese curds and gravy. That sounds awful.
That really does, but I'm still gonna try it.
I was like, I don't want that.
You would not believe the absolute stuff that looked like they dug it out of the trash that I tried in Japan. Tried it and then enjoyed it, but not the nati. Don't eat nati. It's disgusting.
What's nati?
It's fermented beans. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Even like they bring it to you on a plate, and the first thing that hits your face is like the smell of dirt.
Oh, the smell.
And I'm like, where is that coming from? Is that coming from? Oh my god, no.
Oh wow.
Try it. You'll like it. And you know what it tastes like?
Dirt. Oh
yes.
Wow.
But some people love it, and if you love it, I am not going to I'm not going to judge you, but I am telling you I didn't love it. But everything else was delicious.
So, yeah. I had fermented shark in Iceland, so that wasn't that great either. Carlos Alzaraki played Scotty in the Very Short Trek. Is that the guy who's playing Scotty in Strange New Worlds?
I don't think so.
Ernesto, you're still here. Is that the guy who played Scotty in Strange New Worlds? If it is, he sounds like Scotty.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it was Chris Doohan, to be honest, because Chris Doohan does a really good impression of his father.
Yeah, he does. He does. He sang that song. I think that's.
Very cool.
Yeah, I have a video of him doing that song on an acoustic ukulele. Wow. You need to share that with one of us so the other one can see.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. And the one in Picard season 2.
There was an Orion in Picard season 2? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know.
Maybe. In Brooklyn, they call it disco fries. Oh, interesting.
Because you put them on your plate and they start spinning and then disappear.
And then Commander J's just to throw another trip on the Barbie. I hate myself for saying that.
I'll find that quite offensive. Thank you very much. As a fellow Aussie.
Oh no. Okay, so some stuff that we were talking about earlier. Hopefully the writer strike. Since the writer strike has ended, hopefully the actor strike will follow suit, and we'll get some wonderful things going. And new Trek will come, and we probably should get another show in the mix because we've lost Picard because he's 85. It was his birthday. Happy birthday, Patrick Stewart. Even though it's like
It was
Ross.
also Avery Brooks' birthday recently. He turned 75, so happy birthday, Captain.
Happy birthday, captains. All right.
Yes.
But yeah, they really need to put some more stuff in the mix. And the rumor that came out recently that Lower Decks may end at season 5 as well. So seasons 5 may be the last seasons for seasons in Star Trek.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all either.
I don't like that, no.
So I'm hoping that these are just rumors and that they decide to make things longer. Now, there was a rumor before all these strikes were happening that the call was for Star Trek Strange New Worlds to have at least 15 episodes. So I'm hoping that that's something I hope they do for sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. But I just don't understand why 5 seasons would be the be all end all for Star Trek stuff. I think
I don't know either. That's very odd.
It's very odd and unnecessary. I think they really need to do 5 to 7. It's a 5-year
at least give us more episodes in these seasons.
Yeah,
it's just not enough. I mean, come on. We saw Doctor Who tried the same junk the last couple of years, like, we're going to have a season of 8 episodes every 3 years. Oh no, why is no one watching?
Yeah, they got to learn from their mistakes. I noticed that Jodie Whittaker's transition went back to David Tennant. So that's going to be something fun that we're going to talk about on the other channel this fall. We'll get into that another time. But for sure, they really need to do longer seasons, longer episodes, and really get it going. And another show. Like, I know that the people are really pushing Star Trek Legacy. That's like the big push. And because of certain ages and certain characters getting up there in time, I really think it would be a good time to, once the strike is over, for the actors to get the ball rolling on that. What would you like to see in the Star Trek fandom? I have one, but I want you to go first.
I want to see, and I've been wanting to see this for a very long time, an anthology show.
Yes, I remember.
I want to see a show where we have one episode that takes place on the animated Enterprise, and then another show where it picks up with and this is an animated show, by the way. Another episode on the D, another episode on the Voyager, and just revisit all these places. And of course, do some original adventures as well. Really get weird and goofy with it. Invite well-known science fiction authors to come in and write these one-off stories, because I really think that there's tremendous potential. I think there's tremendous potential in a Twilight Zone / Tales from the Dark Side type Star Trek show. Not saying that all of them should be horrifying and dark, but just go to some weird places.
Let's get weird.
Let's get weird. Bring in George R.R. Martin to write one.
Oh my god! Everybody in the ship dies.
Everyone dies.
I really want to see an animated, either Titan series, Enterprise B, or Excelsior series.
I would love to see an Excelsior series, especially since George Takei can still sound like George Takei of 30 years ago. We need to go for it.
They should.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write a speech so that they could do that stuff back. I'm going to write a speech. No, I really would love to see any one of those 3. The gentleman, I can't remember his name, but he was Ferris Bueller's buddy in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Who was
Alan Ruck?
Alan Ruck. Thank you.
Yes.
Alan Ruck is such a fun actor. I just finished watching Succession, and I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not seen it. No.
It's very good, and Alan Ruck does a great job as like the kind of douchey elitist type of guy who decides, you know what, I'm going to run for president. And it was like, wait, what experience do you have?
Gee, we've never had that happen before.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. What experience do you have exactly to run for president? I can mix.
They have the best experience. I have the greatest experience.
Let me tell you, I've got the greatest Kofifi.
Oh, this is a good comment. Federation meets West Wing would be cool.
Yeah,
So
we could have
that
an
would be
episode that takes place inside of the office of the president. I think
of
that'd
the
be
Federation.
awesome. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because we currently have, if you continue the Discovery line, they're supposedly in the works for Starfleet Academy.
Mhm.
I'm hoping our buddy Michael Chen pops up, his
Oh
name,
yeah, yeah.
and our buddy Damien pops up because he's a great background actor. It would be amazing to see both of those guys show up in that way, and to have more of what goes on in Starfleet, because we were always teased, oh, we're going to do Starfleet Academy, and then Paramount goes, never mind, let's scrap that. So now we're supposed to get it once that happens. That would also be another really cool aspect, because what does the president do of a multi-planet, like having a UN of planets?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a lot of fun.
It would be incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that. What other things do you guys think would be fantastic? You can say them and we'll bring them up. Aaron Sugar says, I'd like to see a temporal investigations
Oh,
miniseries.
I would love to see Lost
would-
Years miniseries. I think that'd be
Yeah.
amazing. The temporal Department of Temporal Investigations. I would like to see something about the temporal Cold War. And
Yeah,
honestly, that would be a neat little framing device
it
to
would
link all these stories together. Have it be the temporal Cold War is being fought, and these time agents are going in and out. And as they go in and out, you see these slice of life stories from these different eras, and that would be
that
fun,
would
I
be
think.
really fun.
And they don't always have to interact. Sometimes they could like pop in at one point, check their readings, and then pop back out, and the episode continues. I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, especially since there is precedence for it. Since didn't we have a temporal agent show up in Strange New Worlds?
Yes, we did. We did. Yes,
Oh,
that's how Leon
right,
got her groove on with Kirk.
Yes, and then she got back and had a big old sad cry when
Yeah,
she realized Kirk was
she wanted to explore a strange new world.
Oh my goodness! So that would be
Unfortunately, Kirk is already gone where
no man has
men have gone before. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he has a baby on the way.
Yeah,
So I felt bad for her. I was like, oh, that's painful.
Yeah. Good continuity though.
Yeah.
That's good continuity.
Yeah.
Pocket-sized Genesis device, bad continuity. Baby on the way, good continuity.
Good guy. Like he always knew about the kid, but they wanted
Yeah.
him to stay back. Yeah, that was very well handled. And then Commander Jace, hail to the great Alan Ruck.
Indeed.
Yeah, I really want to see an Enterprise B. We have some exciting news to share with you. In the coming weeks, we are going to be interviewing the owner of the Neutral Zone, and that is going to be in section 31 and a half. We are very excited to be sitting down with the young gentleman, Ray, who's going to get all into depths in about this fantastic place that you can go visit and be captain of the Enterprise original ship. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I have not been to the Neutral Zone. I have planned. I'm planning to go out there, but I have been to another recreation, and it's just an amazing experience. I do admit I did ugly cry at one point.
There you go. Everybody's gonna have an ugly cry at some point. I had one coming back from Vegas. So
oh yeah.
So
I would love to see Loxley and Dolmer come back.
Trials and Tribulations. Oh wow.
Everybody's favorite Star Trek married couple.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Is that? I wonder if they were based on anybody, because those names sound almost Frank.
Mulder and Scully.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I mean, look, Dolmer, Mulder, Luxley, Scully.
Yeah, there it is. I'm glad you put it together. I'm not very good with the word things. I can't spell normally, so like you try to put something that's like, oh, you made it even more complicated for me. So I never write things down. I don't even have my glasses this week. I'm lucky to run the show.
Wow.
Which is why I pushed.
It's no wonder you keep hitting the wrong buttons. And
yeah, exactly. I left them in my job, so I'm going to work tomorrow so I can get them. So I am all filled of joy from this episode, and I am ready to depart. How about you? We give you the final con.
The final con?
Yes, the final communication.
Oh, the final communication. I was like, I've already given my con, but okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying the show. I really hope the rumor is not true and that the season 5 is not the last one, because I honestly think Lower Decks could go on for 5, 10, 15 more years. It just seems like there's so much story to tell, and I want to continue following these officers. I want to see them continuing to get out of the lower decks and keep going. So Paramount, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Stop being stupid. Stop.
Stop it.
Stop
And
it.
Bring back Prodigy.
Yes, we want our Prodigy back. I want to see the Doctor. I want to see Janeway, and I want a foot massage.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And we can always get more Tendi because she's awesome. And she can only sing really well. So that's a plus.
Yes, she can.
Yeah,
Hello.
A lot of fun. All right. So that's going to wrap it up. This is a wonderful appearance by a beautiful cat. All ready for spooky season. Oh, showing you so much affection.
Yes, this is my baby. This is Demona. The other two are just nasty and they hate me.
Oh, there's Teddy. He never hangs out with me anymore on these podcasts.
He's demanding more of a cut of our residuals, and
like,
you know what, Teddy, go on strike. You just go on strike. That's how actors and writers get what they want. We're union men.
Yeah, I want more belly rubs. Jason, please let everybody know where they can see you. I have a beautiful image, and here it is.
Oh yes, pop it up there. There we go. You can find me on the Jason Roy Gaston YouTube channel, where comedy goes to die, plus Jason Roy Gaston across TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and OnlyFans.
Nice. Got to get those monies so you can see the honeys.
Absolutely.
Please be sure to visit our friend Pop Culture Spread, where they talk about movie and streaming news and plenty of other things. Having a lot of fun. This is hosted by Rick and Jace. Jace is our master of all things lovely and beautiful on this channel. And we can't wait for all of their wonderful hijinks and actually very deep conversations about what's going on in the world of Hollywood. So there you've been spot on, and they've been talking about a lot of fun stuff. So be sure to show some love and check out those guys if you haven't already. And then our friends, the Sci-Fi Queens, have an episode coming out tomorrow, I believe. Please check them out. And Saturday is going to be an episode. So come back here and check out the Shedding Light. It's going to be the last episode for Only Murders in the Building, because that show just wrapped up. It's going to be a lot of fun. So until then, we wish you all the best. Live long and prosper. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we'll see you next week, y'all. Lower decks.